Hi there, I'm John from CNCKing.com, and today we're going to engrave and cut lamacoids. Now in this case here, it's white on blue, so blue is the core, as you can see here, and white is the surface color of the lamacoid. Now for this specific project, the customer wanted lamacoids, and there's a few reasons for that. Number one is consistency. This white is white, it's always perfectly white, and this blue again, perfectly blue. So if you get thousands of these done like we did, the blue is perfect every time. If we made it, let's say out of stainless steel, which we could have done as well, this would weigh a lot more. So the second reason is consistency. First reason is consistency. Second reason is weight. Now you have two little holes here, and that's for them to screw onto the wall. And of course you can do that with lamacoids. Now as for durability, this is for inside, and it's going to last pretty much forever. It's not going to outlast the building like stainless steel would, but it will last a very, very long time. I made a lamacoid sign outside of my house just to see how long it would last. And I think it's been 5-6 years, and it looks just like I made it yesterday. So they're incredibly durable outside if you get the right one, and inside they're fine for a very long time. The other nice thing about lamacoids is that they're very thin. If I were to make this, let's say out of wood, let's just say Baltic birch, 1/8 inch, it wouldn't be as consistent, it wouldn't be as visible, as you can see, the contrast, and it would not be this thin because it would start to break up pretty easily. Now the other nice thing about lamacoids is if it's in a humid environment, hot environment, cold environment, all those kind of things, they stay pretty much the same dimensions, same size, same everything. So they don't really interact very much with the environment like wood would, for instance. Most of the lamacoid engraving that you see in the general public is actually done with a CNC router, not a laser as you see here. Now, the laser is superior in many ways. Number one, you don't have to hold down the piece. So it's a non-contact engraving and cutting method versus a router. And of course we have a router as well. The other advantage is that it's a lot faster. On routers also, for thin lamacoids, they don't work very well. You want a thicker lamacoid because you're carving literally into the lamacoid with some pressures, X, Y, and maybe Z. And because of that, you're putting a lot of stress into the part, or in this case, the lamacoid tag. Now the other advantage of the laser, as you can see here, is spacing. Notice how they're all like literally one next to the other, next to the other, next to the other. You can't really do that with a router, and the reason for that is because the pressure on one tag might push over another tag. So generally with a router, what you're stuck doing is one at a time. There's no easy way to do it. Now of course there's some caveats to that, but generally speaking, production-wise, a laser is better than a router for lamacoids. Now as for design possibilities, as you saw when I was laser engraving and cutting these out, pretty much any design could go on here, any font. As you notice, I didn't cut through the numbers, but if you wanted the numbers to be cut through, we can cut them through. You should remember that they have to be a stencil font, meaning that inside parts are still supported because they won't sort of float in midair. You can also have graphics, so if you want an imagery instead of numbers, or basically anything black and white that you want, we can do that for you. Now the reason why I say black and white is for a few reasons. Number one is I'm either engraving or I'm not. So black, I'm engraving. White, of course, I'm not. It just happens to be white here too. Now, if you have a gray, which one is it? Is it engraving or not engraving? So that doesn't really work out. So black and white imagery. Second reason is you need vectors. You'll notice everything is really, really smooth. Now, if these were bitmap, they'd all be jagged, and that just doesn't look visually, interesting. So if you're looking for custom lamacoids, they could be gone pretty much any thickness. We can also add MDF to the back and other things to make them thicker. Contact me at CNCKing.com. We can make them any color, any size, any thickness, any sort of spec that you need.